Welcome everyone to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Last time we left off needing to finish this and get a 3D Mark score of 4255. We blue screened and couldn't make it happen. I think it's a power supply, so I went ahead and purchased a 600 watt power supply, and let's get that put in and see if it fixes the blue screen issue. That's really the only reason I can think of why it would be doing that. Let's see. Let's get this ring off of here. Oops. There we go. Let's get that out. Let's get... Where is it? Where are you, power supplies? 600 watt. I don't even know that I have anything bigger available at this point in the game than a 600 watt. So I'm really hoping that that is enough power for these two GPUs. Let's get them cabled up. We will see if this thing will give us the 3D Mark score we need of 4255. And power. All right, let's power it up. Okay. Let me run 3D Mark real quick. And I'll probably just cut it here, and I will cut back as soon as we have the score, or if it blue screens, or whatever happens. Alright, there it is. 4489. Definitely a passing score. Let's get this case put back together, and we can get this thing out into the hallway and get some money. Let's see. Let's come over here and do the PCI lock. Maybe. There we go. Get that screwed down. Is there anything else? PCI covers? Nope, just the side panel. Okay. Man, that PC looks good though. The white case with the white MSI. Yeah. Alright, let's power this down. And we will get this out in the hallway. And let's collect some money since we didn't do that last time. We fixed this PC here, so let's collect that. And this one. And this one. And here's the one we built. Okay. We got some new emails. These are also new emails. Let's see here. New parts. More new parts. Let's start here. Let's take a look at these emails and see what we've got going on. So this requires 5 stars, which we don't have. And they need it tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and reject that one because we're not going to have 5 stars in time. Let's see. Hello. Thank you for computer. Was working fine, but now seems very slow. Grandson says I might need more RAM. Put as much in as you can for $350. Thank you, Gene. Wow, Gene, that's a lot of RAM. What did we put in this PC? A Celeron. She's got 4 gigs of RAM. So she wants 32 gigs of RAM. Before we accept it, let's just go in here. And let's see about buying 32 gigs of RAM. I mean, she really doesn't need anything faster than the 2133 that she's got. Anything 2 gigs, 4 gigs. I mean, this would work. I mean, does she want? Like, she want like Corsair Dominator Platinum or something? Because that's a lot of money for RAM. Because for 240 we can get her 32 gigs of this. Let's just do that. Or 250, I guess, with shipping. 3 to 5 working days. Let's do next day. So let's go ahead and accept that one. And then it looks like we've got a new build here. So you work with computers, right? Can I trust you to build me a decent computer? I'm hyped for this game I just got, but my PC won't run it. It's called World of Tanks, minimum spec. I'd like it to be done in 8 days. I'm a total Corsair fanboy. I heard you guys put used parts in PCs. Please don't do that. So he's got a $1,063 budget. Let's take a look at what World of Tanks takes to run on the minimum spec. World of Tanks. So 4 gigs of RAM, 2 gigs of VRAM, 30 gig storage. Ryzen 3 1300X and a GTX 960. So I'm pretty sure we could probably build him a better PC than the minimum spec for that budget. I'm going to cut away for just a moment and get a build together, and then I'll be back. We'll get these parts ordered. We'll end our day, and we can start putting RAM in that one PC and building this other one. So I'll be right back. Okay, so let's go ahead and accept this, since I kind of forgot to do that. We're going to go with the Ryzen 3 1300X, which will it run says we need. Go back here. We'll put the Arctic Freezer 33 on there. Put that on a Gigabyte GA AB350 gaming motherboard. We've got 2 sticks of 4 gigs. I don't remember the speed, but Corsair Dominator RAM. Instead of the 960 that's recommended for the lowest spec here. There was enough money in the budget. We're going with a 1060 Gaming X from MSI. We're going to put 120 gig SSD. We've also got a 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda in our inventory we're going to put in it, as well as a EVGA 450 watt that didn't work in the previous build that we just sold. We're going to put it in this one though, because it should definitely work. We're going to put it in a Cooler Master Box 5, and I grabbed a couple of fans just to keep it all cool. So let's go ahead and purchase all of this. And we will go end our day, we'll get our parts in, and we will get to work. Okay. So let's start with getting the upgrade up here. Let's put it on this bench. Let's get our case for our new build and put it here. And let's get our sticky note. So let's get this upgraded first. This was the grandma that wanted 32 gigs of RAM. Whoops, 32 gigs of RAM. Let's take out her little 4 gigs. Unfortunately, I think if her computer's too slow, it doesn't have anything to do with the amount of RAM. Let's see. Get all these sticks of RAM put in. Okay, there's 32 gigs. Let's cable it up, make sure it starts. And then we can be done with this computer. We can get to work on our build. Okay. It starts. So let's get our side panel put on. Let's power it down and we will get it out into the hall. Now we can work on the build. Let's take this whole case apart, because it's just easier that way. And I do have some... Oh, well, I bought a couple of fans. It looks like I only really need one. That's fine. They weren't that expensive. We'll get two fans in the front of this case. Let's get our motherboard installed. And the 900 standoffs that go with it. Not really. Oops, didn't finish that screw. That's a pretty nice looking little motherboard there. Let's go ahead and take out a couple of these. We will need this space for our graphics card to fit. And let's open that. And let's open some of these RAM clips. Oh no, let's not do that. Don't want to take it back out, I just got it put in. So, man, I need to sell these off. Get rid of that. And we'll get our RAM put in. So it's 2666 MHz. Okay, let's get some thermal paste on here. And we'll get our cooler on. Let's go ahead and put the cable to the motherboard. There we go. Graphics card was the 1060. Okay. Let's get our hard drives. Let's get rid of this broken one as well. We'll sell that off. Oh, we access these from this side. Did I not install an SSD in this drive bay? Oh, I can install one up there though. That works. So we'll put our 1 terabyte drive in this drive bay. Oh, that's a neat little place to have an SSD. Okay. We'll get our power supply in. Oh, we need to remove this shroud. Now we'll get our power supply in. And we can start wiring this up. What am I looking for? I want to use, not gray, let's use white cabling in this white case. So that'll look pretty good. Get all of our fans connected here. Get our SSD and our hard drive plugged up. Okay. I think everything is connected. So let's plug the cables into the back here and make sure everything works. Then we can get the case put back together. Let's go into the BIOS real quick. And let's make sure that the RAM is running at 2666. Really? Oh, okay. Well, I guess it won't do 2666. That's fine. I'll at least turn XMP on. It'll still help. Oh. Of course. Needs a USB drive. There we go. Let's power cycle it. Okay, let's get the panels put back on. Let's start with this. I'm going to forget it. Okay. Get the side panels. And this one. All right, let's power it down. Let's get it out of here. So let's collect some money. Move stuff. So let's collect for all that RAM. And we'll collect this one that we built. Let's see, new parts available. So we've got some new emails, but I'm going to save those for the next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get notified every time a new one of my videos goes live. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next episode.